Hello everyone. Today we will be seeing into the project named Bone Vision Pelvic Fracture Detection and Segmentation. So, pelvic fractures are amongst the most complex orthopedic injuries, which are due to intricate anatomy of the pelvic region. So, manual interpretation of CT scans and the it is actually time consuming, and it is highly dependent on the radiologist as well expert radiologist. So in this video I'll be demonstrating a deep learning model based approach for the automatic pelvic fracture detection and segmentation using unit architecture. So this system aims to the assess the radiologist to accurately highlight the fracture region with the CT scan. So here the model it usually works in such a way that we'll be providing a CT scan image, and the output would be like a predicted mask image. So the challenge in pelvic fracture detection and segmentation or analysis is that it lies in identifying the small fracture region. The pelvic area is usually much complicated than other body parts. It consists of lot of bones in that, and the detection it is actually a very big task when compared to other detections and segmentation. So another major issue is that class imbalance, where fracture pixels are very few when compared to the background pixels. So to overcome those challenges, we use a convolutional neural network, and which is designed specifically for the medical image segmentation. So here you could see the training images and the training label. This is actually the CT scan data set, which consists of the pelvic CT scan images along with the pixel level ground truth mask. And before training, these images are being converted into a consistent format. Why am I saying that is because these images, which is actually in the data set, are MHA images, which is nothing but meta images. These are actually converted in such a way where they can be used for the model generalization. And these are some of the pre-processing steps which I have been used to know the total images and everything, then the image mask image and stuff, and the overlay of the mask image, and then doing the bone widowing for the CT images, and the volumes which is being given, and the slicing of the images has been done, data set has been done. Then unit architecture has been used, where I have been compiling it with the optimizer. And for the loss, I have used binary cross entropy, and the metric which has been used here is the accuracy. And these are the directories in which output x is nothing but the x data which has been processed, and output y is nothing but the y data which has been processed. Here the train and validation step, it is normal. Here I'm creating a data set for the y path and x path of the output x and y, and then the data set has been mapped accordingly. And these are the layers which has been used here for the encoder and the decoder and then bottleneck. And the model which has been used here is unit, as I said you before, the same. Then the layers, the epochs I have been run, it's been run. To handle the class imbalance, we used the combined loss function, binary cross entropy, dice loss. Binary cross entropy ensures the pixel wise classification, where the dice they overlap between predicted, focuses on overlap between the predicted and ground truth mask. So this model is trained using optimizer like Adam, then performance is monitoring using die score and IOC scores. So this is what about the implementation. So first we will be loading the CT masks, I mean CT images, and then we define the unit model using the convolution, max pooling and stuff. And then finally the train model will be giving you the predicted mask. Next, coming to the output. So this is where, as I said you before, a CT scan images will be loaded, I mean given or sent, is being first uploaded. The CT or the X-ray image is first uploaded. So the output of the image is usually the predicted mask. Is a predicted mask. So this mask highlight the fracture region in the white while the background remains black. So as shown here, the model successfully localizes the fracture areas and it captures the shape and the boundaries. So the visual output makes easier for the clinicians or the radiologist to interrupt the fracture detection or the fracture locations quickly. So model performance, as I said it before, it is evaluated using dice